And as you can see, I'm like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it took me a while to get here. Yeah, that 15-minute drive was a long 15-minute drive, but it's an estate sale slash garage sale, so excited to see what they have here. Probably really won't find anything, to be honest. I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel this way. I have that energy before I come in this yard sale that it won't be too good for me, but usually when I feel that way, I usually find stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's go see if we can find some stuff. How you doing? If you aren't currently subscribed and have those bell notifications turned on, you may not know that this is actually part 2 of the yard sales of the day. This yard sale right here was so incredible for me that I had to break it down in its own separate video. We will find some incredible hats here in a little bit, but right now I am looking at some t-shirts. When I was in Michigan visiting Hustle & Hooks, they gave me a cheat code. They gave me a cheat sheet with a bunch of brands to look out for. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to miss out on any of the brands if they had them here at this yard sale. So I'm just trying to get my feet wet in clothing a little bit more and seeing if I can find some items that will be profitable, especially with the list that Hustle & Hooks gave me. Anytime you see me fumbling with jeans, just know I'm looking for 501 jeans or like an old school Master P no limit jean or something similar to that. Old school jeans do really, really well. New school, not so much, especially for me. If you watch the channel, you know I sell a lot of plates. Plates do really well for me. So when I look these plates up, they wanted $55 for the entire set. You see there are no sold comps, although there are some plates listed. No sold comps aren't really a good thing for me, especially when it's that many plates. They wanted $25 for this Christmas tree statue. I've been selling a lot of Christmas items lately, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a look to see what it was worth. You can see people are trying to sell it for around $100 or so, but when you actually go to the sold comps, because we know we're all about checking the actual sold comps on this channel, you can see that people are actually getting this tree for around $25, the asking price that they want here. So if I bought this tree, I would really be wasting money, because if I put it on eBay, I would literally be losing money after shipping. Gonna show you a little bit of YouTube magic. I did take my time and I scanned a lot of these books that you see here. You can see I just grab a book, scan it, grab a book, scan it, and then grab a book and scan it. It can take a long time going through all of these books at times, but it's part of the game. I spent a good 15 to 20 minutes right here scanning books to see if I could find something profitable, but I walked away empty-handed, and I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me scan every single one of these books, because that just wouldn't be fair to you guys.
This is all guy stuff.
Well,
That's why my guy's in here looking at the guy stuff.
yeah. My wife and
He'll sit in
we'll
the
go.
car.
We'll go to 10 a.m. before I find something I might be interested.
Yep, I agree.
And I'm like, the ball caps are $1.
Okay, thank you.
And I don't wear it.
At every yard sale that I've gone to today, I've asked for some kind of deal. Even though these hats are $1, I'm still gonna see if I can bargain if I bundle them up. So the goal right now is to go ahead and look at all the hats I can, check the sold comps and see which ones are profitable and see if it'll give me a deal.
I know he would. Hey Rod, here's something that's not insulated.
There's little base.
I'm gonna move this.
There's another coat underneath and there's another coat over there plus.
Try that one on. That was it.
The wrench is on the top. It's thinking now, though.
Are you waiting to look in this box, man?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no, no. I thought it was going to be hard getting that bundle of hats until he pulled out this.
I'm not sure. There might be hats there too.
Well,
Did you like to look at hats?
Oh, there too. You like these are thin line though. Those are nice thin line.
you're not going to believe the actual sold comp I found for this hat, so make sure you stay tuned at the end of the video when we go over all the hats.
How many you got?
I don't know. Haven't put them all together yet. I'll count them up and then I'll let you know.
Okay. You figure something out. You know, my back is done. Not history. I try not to do too much lifting, but How many you got?
20.
How about $10?
Yeah, sure. Of course. Yeah, that's a heck of a deal.
Wait a second. I think I'll even be nice and
Lucky you.
I know, right?
Right time, right place.
we can get them in all in there, but we can get part of them. Week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Continue to look around.
Okay.
I did continue to look around his barn, but unfortunately I didn't find anything else. He did have tools and things, but a lot of the things were just a little bit too expensive for me to put it on eBay to make a profit. So therefore I walked out empty-handed. We did pretty good while we're here. Let's go ahead and go to the house and go over all the items that we grabbed. Plus the GoPro's about to die, so I don't have time to go over everything right now. Yeah, so see you when we get to the house. Yeah, so we have a lot of items that we have to go over. We got some good profits, some things that actually shocked me when it came to these hats. There was one hat in here particular, I couldn't find it. It took me a long time to find it. Actually, I eventually found it. But when I couldn't find it, I was like, you know, this hat must be valuable because ones that are like it are selling, but I can't find this one. And it made no sense because just how the pattern worked out. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and rush through all these items that we grabbed. But I did stop at a yard sale that my GoPro did die after I did find the hats. And then I also found this little vacuum cleaner over here that I sold before. But I did stop at a yard sale and I grabbed some items. And while I was there, as you can see, that was the weight of everything. So all the hats just fell on the ground. Shh, don't tell the buyers. But yeah, I found this Mr. Wonderful hat, or Mr. Wonderful hat. See, I'm over here talking about hats. We just moved that over there. So I found this Mr. Wonderful doll, and you see it has a price tag of $10. When I looked it up and I saw comps, I saw it selling for like around $24 or so. So $10 was just way too much for me to buy. So I just walked around a little bit, and I eventually asked him when I got everything else that I was about to walk out with. I was like, yo, I'll give you $7 for this doll. And he was like, okay, I'll take it. So I did pay him $7 for this doll. Should be able to sell it for like around $24 plus shipping around there. So hopefully I can make it like at least $10 on there after the eBay fees and everything like that. Not too bad, but they do sell frequently. One of the main reasons that I did to get this item, so not too bad starting off. And then I saw this VHS. He wanted $1.50 for his VHSs. To me, that was too much. I don't like paying $1.50 for VHSs. I really don't even like paying $1. I like paying 50 cents for my VHSs or 25 cents. But they had this VHS in here, Hawk and Animal. I am a wrestling fan, so I went ahead and grabbed it for myself. But when I came home and looked it up and was trying to check comps on it, I couldn't find it. But then I did find somebody trying to sell one of them with another VHS for around $100 or so. And again, if I can't find an item, and this is very vintage VHS, wrestling fans really love it, especially Hawk and Animal. They're popular wrestlers. So I'm gonna try to start mine off at like around 50 bucks, and we'll take a best offer of like around 30 or so. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make some good money on this VHS because I don't see any other ones like this at all online. And other ones similar do sell for a good margin. He had this Happy Halloween car thing in his free pile. I went ahead and grabbed that. But if I type this in later on, I'm pretty sure I can get like around at least $7 to $10 for this, especially if I put it at a yard sale or something like this. But I might just keep it, who knows? But you know, it's free. Can't go wrong with free. Saw this DVD, The Wrestler, got it for personal use, so we can't include it in for profits. Did pay $1 for it. Then he had some free phone cases. One's like an iPhone 10 and one's like an iPhone 12. So I went ahead and grabbed them. And then in this box right here, you're gonna see a bunch of Avon Perfumes. There are a lot of them that are very similar, but then there's a few that are different. Then he had this figurine right here that I saw. It's like the Boys Town Sheriff's. I guess that's a thing. So this is like the Boys Town Sheriff's police station. If you open it up, you can see he's inside of there. I paid 75 cents for this, and you can see that two people bought one for $5 on auction, and I believe somebody sold one for like $12 too, or something like that. But if you look at the prices now, people are trying to sell them for like around $20 or so. I paid 75 cents for mine, so I can take $10. That'd be nice to me, but I'm going to try to sell mine for at least 15 so I can make a $15 profit. So if I can make anything off of this, I'm going to be happy. I mean, again, I only paid 75 cents for it. And then with all these little different perfumes, so majority of them are only going to sell for like $9. We don't really have to go over each and every one of them. I paid $10 for this entire pail, not the statue withstanding, but everything else in here I paid $10 for the entire thing. So all these Avons are only worth like around $9 to $10, and that's the actual sold comps. I will put those prices on the screen. One is the fashion figurines in the Avon, and one is the little girl blue in the Avon. And then they had these other ones that I just now looked up. This one's only selling for like around $5 to $8. And then this right here is also perfume, and this one is only selling for like around same thing, $5 to $8. So these two are pretty much, man. And again, I paid $10 for the entire thing. Hopefully, since I'm only gonna make like $5 profit per bottle after fees, roughly around $7 profit, but we're just gonna round down and say $5 profit per bottle. Hopefully I can make around 35 to 40 bucks on these items or so, which is not too bad. I mean, I paid $10 and I can make $30, not too bad. And yeah, and that's all the items we grabbed at the yard sale that you did not see. And with these hats, that yard sale, you saw me grab this Hoover shampoo polisher. Main reason I grabbed it is because I sold one before previously, and I sold one for like $123 or maybe $111.11 or something like that, but it was over $100. Might have been like $160. I don't know. Go find that video and let me know what I sold it for. But I sold it for a bunch of money, and I saw this one that had a price tag of $10. I asked them, I was like, hey, would you take $7 for it? And they were like, yeah, we would. So I gave them $7 for this shampoo polisher, which hopefully we can make at least over $60 to $70 on. Not too bad. I've sold one before, like I said, a few minutes before. I like repeat myself in these videos. When I be watching these videos, I'll be like, yeah, I repeat myself a lot. But then again, sometimes you have to repeat yourself so people can retain that knowledge a little bit more. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make a nice little $60 profit. And then we're gonna talk about all of these hats right here, guys. Here goes another free phone case, and this is the iPhone 10, whatever. All of these hats right here, you saw me ask the dude if he would give me a deal on the hats if I purchased 20 of them, and he gave all of them to me for $10. I don't even think he knew what he had. I don't even think I know what I had. I was just going in there picking hats. Now, all of these hats, I don't think all of them will sell. Some will sit forever. Some will sell fairly quickly, but I only paid $10 for 20 hats. That is pretty much 50 cents a piece per hat. You can't beat that, right? 50 cents a piece per hat. $20. I mean, not $20, 20 hats for $10. So, but when we start looking at the hats, you can see this one right here. It's called the Insta Grow Liquid Plant Food Hat. Don't have any price comps. I can't find it at all, but I do know people like just randomness and stuff like this. Insta Grow that will remind them of like 420 stuff like that. So maybe somebody random will buy this hat. So I'm gonna probably price it around $20 or so online, maybe even start it off at like $34, $35 because this is the only one online, and see what happens and go from there. And then you can see we have these Minneapolis Moline modern machinery hats. This is 3 different hats. It's 3 different kinds of hats, as you can see. But when I looked at the price comps, these hats are trying to consistently be sold for around $30 and above. But when you actually look at the sold comps of these items, they're literally all over the place. I've seen hats sell for $162. That's not the trucker version. And this is a hat that's not a trucker version. But then the rest of the trucker versions, one sold for like $5 and one sold for like $12 to $13. And this one sold for, $13. And then this one sold for like $5. So prices are all over the place with these hats. Maybe I can get 20 to 40 bucks. There's the one that sold for around $100. I'm going to try to get around 84. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, all these prices are definitely estimates. I'm not going to try to tell you a profit at the end of this video because it's going to be all over the place. There's no telling what profit I'm going to have. there goes another one. So we have 4 total. Then we have a Fleet Guard hat. You see some selling for like around $23 to $24 online. Not this particular one. I don't see any of them like this. And the best thing about these hats, majority of these hats are vintage. They're older hats. So if I don't find them online, I can just always throw vintage in my title, and hopefully somebody will see it and like, wow, I haven't seen that hat in 30, 45 years. And maybe they'll purchase it. So I'm gonna try to start this one off at around $25 as well and see if I can get somebody to buy it. Then we're gonna have this 1970s vintage John Deere hat. This one right here, it took me a while to find this hat in particular. I can see a lot of John Deere hats that are green, that are trucker hats that look like this, but I want to find this one in particular. And I finally did, and this one sold $31.50, and that was on auction. So usually when something sells on auction, you can probably price yours a little bit higher. So I'm probably gonna start this one off at like around $55 or so, just to see if somebody will buy it and then bite on top of that. And if not, you know, I will lower my price eventually to like around the $30 margin and take at least $28.88 on this hat. So I'm gonna see if I can get 50 first, and then if I can't, after about a month and a half, I'll drop it to around $20 or $28.88. That will be the very low I'll take on this hat. So we'll see though, but these John Deere hats sell like crazy. I'm hoping this one sells like crazy as well. Not bad. I mean, at least $31 on the very low end on this hat, but we're gonna try to make around 50. Then we have this Anderson's hat that I see somebody trying to sell one for $39.95. I do see a sold comp of a hat of $24.99. So if I can get at least 20 bucks for this hat, I will be happy. And it is in really, really good condition. These hats, for the most part, are in good condition. One of the hats on the inside had a lot of that stuff that it crumbles after it's been old and just used for a while. And one of the hats, I went ahead and just threw that one away. But for the most part, the rest of these hats are in really, really good condition. And these hats are old, like you can tell. Like I low-key want to go back to his yard sale and buy the rest of the hats that I did not buy. Then you can see this, it's an American thing hat right here. This has a recent sold comp like around $15. You can see somebody took a best offer, and then if somebody paid shipping. So hopefully I can get like around $10 to $12 on this hat. And that would be very nice. What I'm thinking about is just slotting them up together, so I can have both of these hats together and just sell them together as a lot, and maybe I can charge like $30 for both of them, and that would be nice, you know, so that way somebody will feel like they're getting a deal, and I will be making some profits and getting rid of 2 hats at the same time. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lot these hats up together and probably put a price of $38.88 and see if somebody bites. Then we got this Sitco hat. When I looked it up in the yard sale, I felt like I saw a higher sold comp, but right now I see a sold comp of $4.25, but that is an auction, and we know how we feel about auctions. People lose money on auctions all the time. People are trying to sell this hat for like around $13 to $15. Some people are trying to sell this hat a little bit higher, but this one I may get probably like around $10 for this. I'm gonna try to get for it at least. So if not, I mean, obviously I will take $5 for it if I have to on the very low end, but I'm gonna try to sit on a good price of around $14 for this hat. So that means I can make that $5 profit. Next, we're gonna have this Ford Motor Sport hat. This hat has a recent sold comp of $25, but again, the $25 is scratched out. That means somebody took a best offer. So I'm assuming somebody took an offer around 20 bucks or so, because we have another one sold that's very similar to it for like around 38 bucks. And then when we look online, again, this is the only one that I see like this. So that means I can probably charge a little bit higher than everybody else. This white is really in good condition for it to be white. So I really don't have to clean it or do anything to it. So hopefully I can make at least over a $20 bill on this hat, and hopefully on the high end, maybe like $30. Then we're gonna see this 140 Years of Freedom NRA hat. This was one of the first hats I looked up, but it's really not that valuable. People are trying to sell it for like around $7. So that means if I charge free shipping, I'm only gonna make like around $1.50, maybe $2, $3 at the most after fees and everything like that. So, you know, I went ahead and grabbed it just cause I can add it to all the hats that I already grabbed and add it to the deal that I got. And I knew I wanted to get 20 hats to get the best deal possible. So I went ahead and grabbed this one because there is like one sold comp. And, you know, if I sell it one day, that's cool. I can always just have this at my yard sales when I have yard sales. And maybe somebody will scoop it up for about $2 or $3. If not, then it is what it is. I'll end up donating to Goodwill. But maybe this hat will sell one day, but there are a lot of people trying to sell a hat just like this. Saw this Rfd TV hat, and when I took a picture of it, it actually popped up, and there actually sold comps. Somebody sold one for $5, somebody sold one for $8.99, and then somebody sold one for $10, and the buyers all paid shipping. And this hat is in pretty good condition, so hopefully I can get $10 for this hat as well. Not as much as the other hats are worth, but this one has this one actually has more sold comps than the other hats, so that means this one will probably sell quicker than the other hats will, and a lot of people don't have this hat either. So that means it should sell fairly easy. And to me, to only have 50 cents into this item, not bad, right? Then we're gonna have two of the Tractor Supply hat. This one I see sold comps for. I've seen a sold comp of like $11, $8, and I wanna say like $13 or something like that. And then this one I cannot find at all, but I really didn't look that long, to be honest, for a sold comp. And hopefully I can find it and take a picture of it on eBay, and then hopefully it'll pop up. I did that once or twice, but the same pictures kept popping up after I took like 1,000 pictures of the hats. It was like eBay, it was like, you know what, you're taking pictures of too many hats. It's time for you to type these items in. So that's what I started having to do. So therefore, you know, you get tired of looking up items after a while. But anyways, with all that being said, that long ramble for nothing, these hats right here, I should get at least $15 for if I sell them together, and that's what I'll probably end up doing, and sell them together. And then I am not gonna save the best hat for last. This Case IH hat selling for over $100. And I'm just gonna say over $100 easy, just because when I looked this hat up, I saw somebody take a best offer. They were trying to sell it for $127, and they took a best offer, and then I saw a sold comp of $79. So that means this hat is valued well over $100. This is a vintage hat. This one is like 1970s, 60s-ish. And yeah, this hat is in great condition to be that old. Great condition. And I almost left this hat behind. I'm telling you, like when I was picking out all the hats, I tried to find this hat and I could not find it when I was looking in the bins. I keep saying bins, but he had bins of hats. So when I was looking in his bins of hats, I could not find it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it back. But then when I got all the hats and knew I was gonna get 20, I had like 17 in my hand. I was like, I'm just gonna grab it anyway. Maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. Luckily, I grabbed this hat. This hat is over $100, and we paid 50 cents for it. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna take over $100 because I said it's in good condition. To me, it's worth like over $130. If somebody's trying to sell one for $127 pre-owned, this one's worth probably like $130, $140 pre-owned. But I'm gonna probably take that $111.11 just because I like charging $111.11. And that's good profit for something that we paid 50 cents for. That's crazy. So if you ever see these Case IH hats, grab them, scoop them up, scoop them up. Yeah, nice. Can't believe that. Cannot believe that at all. And finally, we have these Golden Harvest hats. It took me a while to find these hats, but then I did finally find this hat in particular. They are getting sold for around anywhere between $14 and $30. That is a nice little range. These ones are a little bit harder to find. Again, this dude kept some older hats. I don't know if he was just like going to random places and getting free hats or whatever the case may be, but he had like a big pail full of hats, even like hats with no writing on them or nothing, which makes me think like I should have grabbed all the hats that had some kind of writing or some kind of symbol on them, period, because a lot of companies, they are valuable and people don't even know or never even heard that brand or company before ever, and people are just looking for certain hats that, you know, brings them back to their childhood. So maybe I'll go back to the yard sales sometime this week and scoop up the rest of the hats if they're still there, because he said he had a bunch more. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Did you see why now I had to break up the video from the last videos as the cicadas are getting loud? But yeah, these hats, pretty nice. If I had to say a rough estimate on what I would make on all of these items, I would say well over $500. And that's all the items together, well over $500. That's all the hats, the Mr. Wonderful, the VHS, the vacuum, all of it. Well over probably like a $500 haul, and that was just at the last 2 yard sales, not including the video that we did the other day. So yeah, nice hauls. But that's it for this video. Nice long video again, but hey, sometimes these profits, we have to go through them because it's going to take us a while to go through them. And plus, I really wanted you guys to see these hats because I was proud of them, I'm not going to lie. But anyways, hope I didn't bore you too much. And if I didn't, make sure you smash that like button. And I haven't done a giveaway in a while, so let's do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a $25 gift card to either Starbucks, or I'm going to give you one of my merch shirts. Yeah, so you know, if you didn't know, your boy got merch. I looked down like I had one of my merch shirts on, but I don't. I will leave a picture of one of my shirts right here. But yeah, I will give you one of you guys one of my shirts. All you gotta do is say, Tay, I made it this far. I haven't done that in like a year, guys. I have made it this far. I used to do that in my videos all the time. I used to say, I made it this far. That way I know that you watched this video. But yeah, let me know that you made it this far in this video. Hashtag Prison2Profit in the comment section. And I will draw somebody and pick a winner. And I will even give you a $25 gift card or one of the boys' merch. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. Make sure that you please hit that like button. And before you actually do that, make sure that you bless somebody today, because I promise you, I'm gonna bless somebody tomorrow. At this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.